food delivery driver asked me, "Ma'am, are you alone right now? My husband's on the way home." I lied, immediately feeling nervous from his question. The delivery driver held my Chinese food, peeking into my house. "What does your husband look like?" he asked. "Sorry, listen, I have a movie to catch. Here's an extra tip." I pushed a $5 bill at him and reached for my food. "But what does he look like?" He pressed more desperately, his tone making all the hair on the back of my neck stand up straight. I grabbed my food and practically slammed the door in his face before turning the deadbolt. Now, I know weird people deliver food all the time, but I wasn't ready to become a true crime story that people make YouTube videos about. But 20 minutes later, just as I'd forgotten all about him, I walked into the kitchen to get some ice cream and noticed that his car was still parked on the street with the engine running. When his eyes met mine through the window, I closed the blinds in a panic and fell to the floor covering my mouth. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "This is your delivery driver. Where is your husband? Are you still by yourself right now?" I didn't respond, but my hands were shaking. Another text came through immediately. "Please answer. It's important." Through a crack in the blinds, I watched him get out of his car and walk back toward my house. The pounding of my heart filled my ears. I crawled around, turning off all the lights, closing all the blinds on the first floor. Then, a third text. "Come outside." 2 words that made my spine tingle. I heard his footsteps on my front porch, gently knocking like he didn't want to scare me even more than I already was. "Annabelle," he said, voice calm and eerie. "Annabelle, I know you're in there. Please come out." I couldn't take it anymore and figured if I threatened him with the cops he'd leave. I stupidly opened the door just a crack with the chain still on. "You need to leave or I'm calling the police." Before I could react, his hand shot through the gap and unhooked the chain. He grabbed my arm and dragged me out of my house. I tried to scream, but he was already throwing me into his backseat and slamming the door. I tried to leave, but the child lock trapped me inside. I kicked at the window weakly, even screamed as he calmly got into the driver's seat. He reached down and pulled out a baseball bat that he set in the passenger seat. "Call the cops," he told me. "What?" I said, suddenly thrown so far off all the panic drained from my body in an instant. "Call the cops now." He repeated it while staring straight ahead at my house. His hands were on the steering wheel and he wasn't even looking at me. I fumbled with my phone and dialed 911. "There's a delivery driver and he grabbed me and forced me into his car." I told the dispatcher, but even as I said it, something felt wrong. Why would he want me to call?